Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Tier 1 Cards and Games in Anchorage, Alaska, where I am going to be fighting a 200-point Kill Team game between my Dark Angels and Justin's Necrons. So the story that we've got going on here is after the last battle that the Dark Angel scouts discovered the Necrons on this world. They called back out to the battle barge and called in some other forces to come and try to cleanse this city of the xenos filth. So in came a more elite force, getting some boots on the ground here and trying to get into the area here. So we are actually going to be playing Seize the High Ground. So the building in the middle there is of some strategic importance in being able to form this beachhead and allow the rest of the Dark Angels army to start landing in here. So they're trying to get it, and the Necrons are trying to keep them from getting it. So before we go any further, let's show you the two armies that we'll be fighting today. So for the Dark Angels, we have a 3-man Ravenwing Black Knight squad and a 5-man tactical squad with a melta-gun. And for the Necrons, he'll be running a 10-man warrior squad, and we have a 3-man Tombblade squad with Shadow Loom, Shield Vein, and Twin-Linked Gauss Blaster. So for the Dark Angels from left to right, we have my leader, who got Zealot as his leadership trait. Then I have my weapon specialist. He has Sharpshooter, ignoring cover. Then I have my Guerrilla specialist with Preferred Enemy. And last but not least, I have my combat specialist with Killer Instinct, always wounding on 2s in close combat. And for the Necrons from left to right, we have his leader, who has now a 12-inch command bubble for break tests. Then he has his weapon specialist with Sniper. Then he has his Guerrilla specialist with Stealth. And then he has his Dirty Fighting specialist with Exploit Weakness. Alright, so those are the two armies. Let's go over deployment now. I've got all the tactical squad guys are here. And then I've got my Black Knights over here. Over here for the Necrons, he's got warriors. He's got his Tombblade with the stealth over here. Some more warriors, all warriors inside here. His warlord's actually deep down in the back corner over there. And then he's got his sniper Tombblade and then his exploit weakness Tombblade in there. So that's the deployment that we've got going on here. As of right now, the Necrons are going to be going first, unless I can seize the initiative on a 6. Phil Freeze! Oh, I saw it, but it didn't come up. So that is a 5. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Necrons here on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Necrons. The Tombblades all jumped up this way. These guys all started flowing out this way over to here, and these guys are starting to flow over this way. So that is movement phase for the Necrons here on turn 1. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so starting off the shooting phase, this Tombblade is going to fire into my Melta guy over here. So he's the sniper one, so hitting on a 3, twin linked. All right, so it's a hit, wounding on a 4. No, okay. And now this guy, the non-sniper one, is going to fire into the same Melta guy, hitting on a 3. All right, that's a hit, wounding on a 3. That's a wound. 3-up armor save. Come on, boy. Yeah, he's good with a fill phase. Woo! All right, so that's it for shooting phase. We will come back to you after he does some runs, which you're born to see, and we will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels. These guys all moved up. This guy moved over this way. That's the one that has the Sharpshooter special rule. This is the one with the. Oh, what is it? The Killing Blow? I think Killer Blow? It was the one that's wounding on 2+ in close combat anyway, whatever it is. And here's my leader with the Zealot over here. So everyone else is moving up this way, and these guys are moving up that way. So that is it for movement phase for the Dark Angels. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so starting off the shooting phase, my leader here is going to fire into the guy in the back there, or the one that was on the left there. So he's going to be hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 2. That's a wound. So 3-up cover save because it's night fighting here on turn 1. He's going to go to round. So 2-up cover save. He's good. Well, good thing you did. All right, and this guy is going to fire into the front one over there, hitting on a 3. That's twin linked. Oh, miss. Alright, this guy is going to fire into his guy that's just around the corner there. He has ignores cover with a sharpshooter, so he's in rapid fire range. 2 shots, hitting on 3s. Twin linked. That's a hit. The fill face. Wounding on 2s. Oh, that's 1 wound. 1, 6, oh no, 5 up reanimation protocol because he ignores cover. No, and he is dead. So that is first blood. Woo! All right, so moving on to the shooting phase, the guy in the front there is going to fire into this guy. He's in rapid fire range. So hitting on 3s, 2 hits, wounding on 4s, wounding on 5, sorry, toughness 5. So we got 1 wound, 3 up armor save. No, and he's good. All right, this guy is going to do the same right into him. Hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 5. No, that's nothing. And then that guy there in the front there is going to do the same. Hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 5. That's a wound. 3 up armor save. Oh, and he's good. All right, and my other 2 guys are just going to run. So I'm not going to show that because it's boring. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Necrons here on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Necrons here. These guys all shot off to the side here. These guys are coming down. He's still shuffling around up top there. These guys ran over this way, and he is standing up from going to ground. And his warlord's still back in that corner. So that's it for movement phase. We will come back to you with a shooting phase here on turn 2. All right, we're going to start with the guy that went to ground. He's going to fire into him. He's not going to jinx, so hitting on a 6. No, nothing. All right, the front guy there is in rapid fire range of him. I am not going to jink. Hitting on 3s. Got 1 hit. Wounding on a 5. No, okay. And then the one guy over there is going to fire into him, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 5. Oh, that's a wound. 3 up armor save. Oh, no, that's brutal. Oh, dang. Should have jinked. All right, the guy back in the building there is going to fire into the front marine right over there. So, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 4. No. All right, the front guy there is going to fire into my Melta Marine over here. So he's in rapid fire range, hitting on 3s. Ooh, we got 2 hits, wounding on 4s. We got 1 wound, 1 3 up armor save. He's good with a fill face. Then the guy right behind him there is going to fire into him. Rapid fire, hitting on 3s, 2 hits, wounding on 4s. We got 1 wound, 3 up armor save. He's good. And then the one on the right there is the back there is going to fire into him with 1 shot, hitting on a 3. That's a hit, wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 3 up armor save. He's good. Woo! All right, the second guy on the left there is going to fire into my sergeant, hitting on a 3. That's a hit, wounding on a 4. No. And the guy in the back left there is going to fire into the front bolter marine there, hitting on a 3. That's a hit, wounding on a 4. No. All right, so the one on the right there is going to fire into my Melta Marine there. So 2 shots, hitting on 3s. Got 2 hits, wounding on 4s because sniper rule. Oh, we got 1 rending and 1 other wound. So, oh man, do I go to ground? I'm not going to go to ground. So we'll do the cover save for the rending one first. 4 up cover save. Oh, he's good. All right, and then the 3 up armor save for the other shot. Yeah, he's good with a fill phase. Woo! And then the regular guy is going to fire into him, hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. Wounding on strength 5, right? So wounding on 3s. Got 2 wounds. 2 3 up armor saves. And he's good! Wow! All right, so that is it for the shooting phase for the Necrons here, and he is not going to charge. So that is it for the Necron turn here on turn 2. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 2. All right, movement phase here for the Dark Angels. Everyone kind of moved up. He sucks and moved 1 inch, moved through cover there, but everyone else kind of moved up, and he moved up over this way. So that is it for the movement phase here for the Dark Angels. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so this guy's going to fire into his sniper guy over there. He ignores cover, so it doesn't make jinking worth it. So, hitting on 3s. Oh, 2 fill faces. And wounding on 2s. We got 2 wounds. 2 5 up reanimation protocols. No, he made one, but he failed the other one, so he is dead. All right, my leader is going to fire into the back guy over there. So, hitting on 3s. Got 2 hits, wounding on 2s. Got 1 wound. 4 up. Do you want to go to ground? All right, so he's going to go to ground, so he's at a 3 up. Cover save. Can't see it. What is it? It's good. All right. All right, Melty Guy is going to fire into his bike over here. He is going to jink. So, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 2. That is a wound. 4 up jink save. Oh, 3 up jink save because of his Veil of Shadows, and he's good. All right, the Bolter Marine right there in the middle, he's going to fire at the front guy over here. He's in rapid fire range, hitting on 3s. Okay. And then the guy on the right there is going to fire into the front guy, hitting on 3s. All right, we got 1 hit, wounding on a 4. He's a wound. 4 up armor save. Oh no. Well, he's no, because it's oh yes, 4 up armor save, so that's a fail. So now 5 up reanimation protocol. Oh, it is good. Well done. All right, my sergeant guy there is going to fire his bolt pistol into the tomb blade there, hitting on a 3. No. And then he is going to fire into the front guy over there. So hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 4 up armor save. He's good. All right. So that is it for the shooting phase for the Dark Angels. We will come back to you with the charge sub phase. All right. So he is going to charge into him over here in the charge sub phase. He went to ground, so he cannot overwatch me. So I'm looking for a 5-inch charge here. Oh, and I do not make it. That is super brutal. All right, so that is the end of the Dark Angel's turn here on turn 2. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Necrons on turn 3. All right, movement phase. He jumped over into there, passing his dangerous terrain test. These guys all stood still. He stood still up there. These guys moved over here, and he just stood up from having gone to ground. So that is movement phase for the Necrons here on turn 3. So we will come back to you after with the shooting phase. All right, the guy in the back there is going to fire into my guy here. So he's going to be snap firing, so hitting on 6s. No, nothing there. All right, the guy there is going to shoot into him. I'm going to jink, so 2 shots hitting on 3s. We got 1 hit, wounding on a 5. No, nothing there. And he's going to do the same thing into him, hitting on 3s. We got nothing there. Okay. All right, the guy up there is going to fire into him. He is not going to jink. So, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 5. Oh, nothing. All right, this guy is going to fire into him. These are going to be snapshots because he jinked last turn. So hitting on 6s. Nothing, but twin linked. Nothing. All right. All right, so these guys, we're going to start with the guy in the back right there. He's going to fire into him. I am going to jink now. So hitting on 3s. That's 1 hit. Wounding on a 5. That's a wound. 3 up jink save. He's good. Next guy back there on the back left, he's going to fire into him, hitting on 3s. We got 1 hit, wounding on a 5. No, nothing. And then we're going to move on to the front, the second middle row there on the right, hitting on 3s. That one's cocked right there. Yeah. Okay, nothing. 1 hit, wounding on a 5. No. And then the back, and then the one on the left there in the middle, he's going to shoot in here, hitting on 3s. We got 2 hits, wounding on 5s. We got nothing. And then the front guy there is going to shoot, hitting on 3s, 2 hits, wounding on 5s. Oh, nothing. At least he made me jink, right? All right, so that is it for the shooting phase for Necrons here on turn 3. So now his Tomb Blade there is going to charge into my biker over here. Do you want to jink for the Overwatch? Oh, sorry, he ignores cover. I forgot. So I've got 2 shots, hitting on 6s because I jinked. Oh no! Okay, that was a little rough. All right, so 2 hits. Wounded on 2s. We got 2 wounds. 2 5-up reanimation protocols, and he's dead. The other one would have made it, but the first one meant he's dead. All right, so that was Super brutal. Well done, sir. You are going to get laurels and probably some kind of like purity seal put on your bike when we get back to the battle barge. That was pretty good. All right, so that is the end of the Necron turn here on turn 3. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 3. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 3. These guys all kind of shuffled around. He moved over here, and then my leader moved up over there. So that is it for movement phase here for the Dark Angels on turn 3. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, Melt-A-Guy is going to fire into the front guy over there. So hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 2. That's a wound. 6 up in, 6 up reanimation, so he is dead. All right, the back bolter guy is going to fire into the guy in the left there, in the front there. So hitting on 3s. We got 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. No. Okay. I guess that's to make up for the 2 6s on Overwatch. My sergeant is going to fire into the front left one there. Hitting on a 3. Nope. All right, the bolter guy on the left there is going to fire into the front left guy. Hitting on a rapid fire, hitting on 3s. We got 1 hit, wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 4 up armor save. No. 5 up reanimation. No, so he is dead. All right, the guy on the right there is going to fire into the front right there. Hitting on rapid fire range, so hitting on 3s. We got 2 hits, wounding on 4s. Oh, nothing. Now he is going to fire into the front guy. He is snap firing because he jinked. Hitting on 6s. Oh, he got 1. Twin linked. Nope, missed, but not a gets hot. So wounding on a 2. No, 1. Well done. All right, now my leader is going to shoot into that guy there. Hitting on a 3. Or hitting on 6s because he jinked. What? I swear they are not weighted. I was given these as a gift. This is not Phil dice right now. I don't know what's going on. All right, so 2 hits. Wounding on 2. Would you like to go to ground? What's up? Oh, yeah. Wounding on 2s. All right, 2 wounds. Would you like to go to ground? No, he's just going to try to tank it. 2 4-ups. Nope, missed that. No. So that's 2 failed armor saves, looking for, and he's dead. All right. So brutal. All right. So that is it for the shooting phase for the Dark Angels here. We might have a charge, I'm going to see. All right, so here in the assault phase, he is going to assault into that front guy over there. I've got a 7-inch charge. Would you like to fire Overwatch here? All right, so he's in rapid fire range, so hitting on 6s. Nope. So now the charge is coming in. So I need a 7-inch charge. And he is in. So we will move him in, and then we will come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so moving on to the fight sub phase here. He's got a Hammer of Wrath on him. So wounding on a 4. No wound there. So we'll come back to you with the attacks. All right, so my knight's going to go first at initiative here. So he's got 2 base, plus 1 for extra close combat weapon, plus 1 for the charge. So he will be hitting on 4s. All right, got 2 hits. Strength plus 1. AP dash, but rending. So looking for 3s to wound. 6s are rending. Okay, we got 1 rending, no wound. So a 5-up reanimation protocol. Oh, and he is dead. All right, and that is break the enemy, which is the only reason I charged him in there. So I will consolidate him, and then we will come back to you after with the break test for the Necrons here on turn 4. It's turn 4, right? Yeah, turn 4. All right, so we're going to start out the break testing here with his leader who's back in that corner there. So looking for a 10. Oh no! So that's Slay the leader right there. The dice have not been kind to him this game. All right, so now I guess he's got to take a test now. Okay, he's good. We'll go with the guy on the left there. He's good. The guy on the right there. He is also good. We'll do the guy on the left here. He is just good. And then the guy on the right there is also good. So just the leader failed. So yeah, that was brutal. All right, so we will come back to you after movement phase for the Necrons here on turn 4. All right, movement for the Necrons here on turn 4. These guys moved up here. This guy stayed where he was, and these two guys stayed where they were. So that is it for movement for Necrons here. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. Alright, so starting off the shooting phase, this guy up here is going to fire into my biker here. He is going to jink. So, hitting on 3s, we got 2 hits. Wounding on 5s, we got nothing. Alright. Alright, we're going to go with the start with the guy on the right there. Hitting on 3s, 2 hits, wounding on 5s. We got 1 wound, 1 3-up jink save. Oh, re-rollable because of Raven Wing. And he's good. Woo! And now the guy on the left there is going to fire into him, hitting on 3s. We got 1 hit, wounding on a 5. No, nothing. All right, now the guy over here is going to fire into my leader, who is going to jink, hitting on 3s. Got 1 hit, wounding on a 5. No. And then the other guy over there is going to do the same thing, hitting on 3s. 2 hits, wounding on 5s. We got 1 wound, 3-up jink save. He's good. All right, and that's it for the shooting phase for the Necrons. And because they don't have Relentless, they cannot charge. So that's the end of the Necron turn here on turn 4. So we will come back to you after movement phase for Dark Angels on turn 4. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here. These guys all shuffled around over here in the base here. My Black Knight jumped up there. And then this guy, my leader, jumped over this way. So that is it for movement phase for Dark Angels here on turn 4. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, we're going to start with the Black Knight into that guy. So 2-shot rapid fire here, hitting on 6s. All right, nothing this shot. We're twin linked. Oh, we got 1-1, but no hits. 3-up armor save. He's good on a fill phase. All right, he is going to fire into that guy. Hitting on 6s. Nothing. Twin linked. All right, nothing, but no gets hot. All right, we're going to start with my melted guy into that guy. Hitting on a 3. No, that's a miss. He is going to fire into him. Hitting on 3s. 1 hit. Wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 4-up armor save. No. 5-up reanimation. No, he is dead. All right, so the guy on my sergeant guy is going to shoot into him. Hitting on a 3. No, that's a miss. All right, my this other Brulter guy next to my sergeant guy is going to fire into him. Hitting on 3s. We got 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. We got nothing. And now he is going to fire into him. Hitting on 3s. Inception. That's a hit. Wounding on a 4. No, nothing. All right, so that is it for the shooting phase for Dark Angels here on turn 4. We'll come back to you with the charge sub phase. All right, charge sub phase. My sergeant is going to charge into him over here. So Overwatch from him. 2 shots hitting on 6s. We got nothing there. So I need a 6-inch charge because I'm moving through difficult terrain there. And he is in. All right, we'll move him in and keep moving on. All right, my leader is going to charge into this guy over here. Overwatch, hitting on 6s. We got nothing, anything but, and he is in. And then he is going to charge into him. Nope, nothing on the Overwatch, anything but, and he is in. So we will come back to you with a fight sub phase. All right, so we're going to start over here with a Hammer of Wrath on a 4. No, nothing there. So his attacks, my leader's attacks there, are 2 base plus 1 for extra close combat weapon plus 1 for the charge. Hitting on 4s, but he has Zealot with his leadership characteristic there. So hitting on 4s, re-rolling first turn because of Zealot. All right, so I got 3 hits here. Strength plus 1, so wounding on 3s, 6s are rending. All right, we got 2 wounds, 2 regular wounds, so 2 4-up armor saves. Oh, failed the first one, failed the second one, so 2 reanimations of 5+. Oh, and he's dead. The other one would have made it, but the other one was dead. All right, so he will consolidate, and we will move on. All right, moving over here to this combat. Hammer of Wrath on a 4. That's a wound. 4-up armor save. No, reanimation 5+. No, with a 1 back there. Yeah, that was brutal. All right, moving on. All right, so moving over to here, my sergeant is going to go first at initiative 4. So he has 1 base plus 1 for extra close combat weapon plus 1 for the charge. He's also the one with Killer Instinct, or I think it's called Killer Instinct, the one where you get the wound on 2s. So these are going to be hitting on 4s though. All right, so I got 1 hit, wounding on a 2. Of course, that's what happens. All right, so the Necrons attacks back, hitting on a 4. No, nothing there, so they will be locked in combat. All right, so that is it for the Dark Angel's turn here on turn 4. So we will come back to you with the break test for the Necrons on turn 5. All right, moving on to the break test. He is going to leadership 10. He's good. And then this guy over here, leadership 10. He's also good. All right, so we will come back to you after a movement phase for the Necrons on turn 5. All right, movement phase for the Necrons. He just moved up onto there, and that is it because the other guy is locked in combat. So we will come back to you with a shooting phase here on turn 5. All right, so he is going to fire into him. I am not going to jink. Hitting on 3s. Got 1 hit. Wounding on a 5. Oh man, that's a wound. Maybe I really should have jinked. All right, so here it goes. 3-up armor save. Oh, and he is good. Whew. Okay, I got real nervous there for a bit. All right, so that is it for shooting. Moving on to the fight sub phase. My guy's gonna go first. He's got 2 shots, 2 attacks, hitting on 4s. All right, 2 hits, wounding on 2s. We got 2 wounds. 4-up armor save, failed 1, 5-up reanimation. Oh, and he is dead. All right, so I will consolidate my guy, and then we will come back to you after the movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 5. All right, movement for the Dark Angels. He moved up. He moved over here, and he moved up on there. So that is it for the movement phase, so we will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, we're going to start out with my leader shooting into him. 2 shots, hitting on 3s. Got 2 hits, wounding on 2s. We got 1 wound, one he's going to go to ground. So here we go, 6 up. No, reanimation. No, he did make the reanimation. All right, so we will keep going on. And now my ignores cover guy is going to shoot into him. 2 shots, hitting on 3s. 2 shots, hit, wounding on 2s. We got 2 wounds, 2 5-up reanimation protocols. He makes the first one. Oh boy. And he makes the second one. Killer, he's gonna hold on. Here comes my melty guy, shooting into him, hitting on a 3. No, he misses. My sergeant is going to shoot into him, hitting on a 3, wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 4-up armor save. No, 5-up reanimation. Oh, and he makes the reanimation. His circuits are not ready to give up yet. All right, the front bolter guy there is going to fire into him. Hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. Got 2 wounds. 2 4-up armor saves. He makes them both. Oh, killer. And then that bolter guy is going to shoot into him. Hitting on 3s. 1 hit. Wounding on a 4. No, he misses. And that's all I've got that can shoot. So we will come back to you with the charge sub phase. All right, moving on to the charge sub phase. My leader is going to charge into him. He can't overwatch because he went to ground. So he needs a 5-inch charge. He is in. And then he needs a 7-inch charge. He is not in. Oh, man. All right, so we'll move him in and we'll come back to you with a fight sub phase. My leader is popping a wheelie because he's extreme. And he is going to have a hammer of wrath here in the fight sub phase. Wounding on a 4. No, nothing there. So we'll come back and move on to his attacks here. So he's got 2 base, +1 for the charge, +1 for extra close combat weapon. Hitting on 4s. Rerolling because of Zealot. So it's 4 hits. Wounding on 3s. 6s are rending. We got 3 wounds. None of them rending. 3 4-ups. Makes it. Does not make it. Makes it. So 1 reanimation protocol. 5+. No! And he finally goes down! And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how this game ends, with a Dark Angel victory. That got real brutal real quick as things started going through, and oh man, that got real brutal. That one round where my Melta guy just tanked like a gajillion shots really was just awesome. It's like he's like Terminator over here, just getting shot as he just keeps moving forward. Pretty brutal, pretty awesome. Yeah, so that was a Dark Angel victory here. Super awesome, and that is actually my very first victory against the Necrons. I will take it. I don't care if it's in Kill Team. I will take it. I'll take it any way it comes, because it never comes. So So, yeah, that was a brutal game, super awesome, and yeah, this squad did really, really well. I liked how they worked together, so possibility for the future. We'll see what happens with them. Because I've got a tournament, actually, when I'm recording this Saturday. You're not going to, it'll be long gone since, so maybe I'll mention something in the comments about how it went, but yeah, this might end up being the team, who knows. But anyway, so I really hope you guys all enjoyed it. Kill Team is still super fun and super awesome, and I hope you guys still super enjoy watching it. So, I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Justin, and until next time, have fun.